Hi everyone. Sorry, I was getting a few things in order before I could start cooking. So thank you for joining us. Today we're trying to make a meal before 10, so we can go to bed early because tomorrow is our work day. Yeah. So I'm gonna start with a few things. And shout out to Nadia. Shout out to OJ, I guess, Mazuri, Mansawa. Yeah, hi. So like I said, today we're not going to make so many complicated things. We need to cook faster because tomorrow is a work day and we need to sleep early because today is a weekend and like next thing that I need is the onions. My lord. So I know that in the future somebody's probably gonna view my channel and be like, how did I get here? Right. So basically all I've been doing is being consistent. Even like when I was in Kenya, I would just let the live streaming like motivate me into continuing to go to the gym. Some days I needed motivation, some days I was doing fine, but on the days that I didn't feel like going to the gym, I was like, I am the only TV production guy. I have to go. I mean, it's not like it was a duty or something, but I just use that as a reason to actually get myself to go to the gym. So I was consistent and I kept going to the gym. And I was like, who's gonna record today if I don't show up? Like I would tell myself that. But obviously they didn't need me. But I'm not saying like they didn't need me. I'm just saying like it wasn't like mandatory. I wasn't obliged to do it, but I just used it as motivation to like keep going and keep my channel running and all that stuff. So I know in the future somebody's going to be like, how did I become all this? How did I start all this? How did I decide I wanted to start a YouTube channel? You know, so I'll just say for anybody out there who wants to start a YouTube channel, like you don't have to keep waiting. Like, the thing about YouTube is you just keep moving forward every single day. Like, you find that strangers are actually more supportive than people you know. So that was one thing that kept me really, really moving and kept me really, really motivated. And like, I would film every day at the gym, and there was always times that I wasn't getting as much views as I do sometimes here. And I wasn't demotivated. I was like, yay, look, I have 5 people viewing. I have 10 people viewing. Like, 5 people saw my videos. 20 people saw my video. And I'm like, wow. Like, I would do a whole live stream and there would be like these consistent people that are like constantly watching. So I wasn't really thinking about the big number, how people get to million views, stuff like this. But I was always like, as long as there's always somebody who's watching, I'm going to keep making these videos. I'm going to keep trying to grow my channel. And that's how I kept going. Like, I literally kept going, and I feel like since moving, since migrating, I have had to connect with a lot more people than I did in Kenya, but it was different because back then there were a few things that I know now that I didn't know then. Yeah, so that is how I got here. So I'm just telling anybody, if there's something that you do or something that you would really want to do or something that you enjoy doing, stop waiting for people to actually validate your points and say, yeah, you should do it. Don't wait for people's validation. Basically, that's all I'm saying. Don't wait for people to actually want to validate you, to tell you, yes, that's a good thing, like, keep going, do whatever. Validate yourself. Start doing it yourself. Push yourself. Even on days that you don't feel like doing anything, just make a commitment. Like, sometimes I tell myself, like, being a content creator on YouTube and like a small YouTuber, I feel like this is more of a job now because I'm like, yeah, I have to go. I mean, nobody's paying me yet, but I'm like, I can't miss work. So I take it that seriously. So basically, that is what I would tell anybody who wants to start a YouTube channel. And I'm hoping I will grow someday and I would look back in this video and say, well, a lot of people really did watch my videos. Yeah, and like, the rest of you out there will help me survive this, and days when I have doubts and I feel like maybe I'm not doing the right thing, maybe I should quit, maybe I should, there's a lot of people who are constantly hating on everything that I do, and they're constantly like, why is she doing this? Why is she like this? Why is she filming? Why is she cooking? Why? Everything that I do, they're constantly complaining about it. And I am not even listening to them. They actually think that I do, but I don't. I don't pay attention to the noise, guys. I decide what I want to do with my life. I decide how I want to live my life. And I keep going. Because I know for a fact that even if I listen to them, tomorrow if I succeed, they're going to say they are the ones who are pushing me. They are the ones who are telling me, keep going. They are the ones who are there for me. Humans are just like that. They want to associate themselves with success, but when you're trying to grow something, they're actually the ones shooting you down. They're the ones like trying to crush you, trying to tell everybody else you'll never make it, you're wasting your time, you're a useless person. And I have such people that I know in my life. I have them and I know them. And they're also constantly watching this channel, only for them to complain and say, why was she doing that? Why was she cooking like this? Why was she cooking like that? And you're just wondering, like, if you hate it so much, why are you watching? Why are you constantly watching? So I have these people that I know that are constantly watching and they're hating at the same time. They're like, I didn't like how she did this. I didn't like how she did this. It's fine. It's okay. That is me doing it. You can try doing that and see how hard it is. Like, before you just come in somewhere and start judging someone and like start making them have those self-doubt and like, trying to demotivate them and trying to make them feel less. Have you tried? Have you actually tried anything in your life that was hard, that people actually told you this is not going to work out, and you just kept pushing? Have you? You know, like before you come for someone, have you really, was there a time in your life that you have put in the work to anything? I'm not even talking about the big tasks. I'm talking about anything that it was only you who believed in it. It was only you who was trying to make it. Have you tried that? You know? So I feel like sometimes a lot of people come out and they're like, oh, she's doing this wrong, she's not supposed to do this. I'm not saying like you shouldn't correct me, but like your approach. You can't be hating on me all the time and then you think now you can correct me. No. There's something that I always say, as long as you don't appreciate me when I'm doing something good, you have no right to tell me when I'm doing something wrong, because you've never mentioned when I was actually doing something good. So I often feel like a lot of people in the world are also going through that. There's always these people who are like, well, she'll never succeed. Well, who does she think she is? Well, you're playing football, you're never going to be Messi, you're never going to be Ronaldo, so why are you playing, you know? Yes, you're never going to be Messi, you're never going to be Ronaldo, but you're going to be you. People are going to know you for you. They don't want to know you for being Ronaldo. They don't want to know you for being Messi or whoever the greatest person out there is in their career, and like whatever they're doing. They don't want you to know you for being that person or a copy paste of that person. So just do you, you know? You can be you. You can create your own legacy. You can create your own path. You can forge your own dreams, okay? So I have a lot of these people in my life, and they are very, I'm not going to say they're a lot, but their noises are louder, okay? Their noises are louder. They are constantly trying to tell me I'm nothing, I'm not human enough, I am not worthy, I should not, this, blah, blah, blah. And they're doing it constantly. And it doesn't matter what I'm trying to do, they are like that every single day. And if I tell you they are watching my videos every single day, you'll think it's a joke, but they're actually watching. Like every single day, these people watch my videos, search my channel, sit down, watch, only to come back and be like, why was she doing this? Why was she being like this? She needs to stop that. She needs to stop dancing on Saturdays. For the record, let me just make it clear. On Saturdays, oh, we're going to be dancing every single Saturdays until I can't move. So basically, I'm just saying, if somebody actually thinks that I would stop what makes me happy so that they can control me, that is never going to happen. Well, I'm just saying it. I know they're watching, so I actually need them to know this. There's nothing I'm going to change about my routine. I'm going to do me, because at the end of the day, it's my life. If I'm no longer here tomorrow and somebody asks someone, how was she? Yeah, she used to dance on Saturday, she used to go to the gym, she was very active. She has this tiny YouTube channel where she was like cooking live meals, and like she was going to the gym and she was doing all this. And she was a good person. She was always telling people to be kind and to be nice and not to shoot other people down, you know. I want people to actually remember that I stood for me. I stood for me. I stood for what I wanted. I did not let anybody control my reality, my life. You know, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, why are you ranting? Who hurt you, you know? No, I just need to set the record straight. I feel like sometimes when I'm being nice to people, they actually think that it's okay to actually want to like provoke me. And yeah, so I just decided that today I'm going to just address this here, and I'm only addressing it here because I know they're watching and I need them to pay attention. Saturday, I will dance. I will dance like David until my clothes fall off, okay? So Saturdays, I'm going to be dancing. Every single day, I'm going to be at the gym. It doesn't matter how many times you say, oh, she has muscles now. Oh, she looks like a man now. Oh, she used to be fat. Oh, she's still fat. Oh, she's so big. Why is she so... Why is she even going to the gym if she's still this big? Yes, I'm still going to go to the gym. I'm still going to gain these muscles. If you think I look like a man, well, good for you. Your perspective of a man is changing, and I don't know if the description has changed too, so Good for you. So anyway, like I was saying, don't let anybody shoot your dreams. Don't let anybody tell you who they want you to be. Everybody has 24 hours in Everybody has 24 hours in a day. Every single person. Everyone gets 24 hours a day. You get to be you. Every single hour in that 24 hours counts. Everybody gets to be themselves. Nobody dictates other people's lives, you know. I would never go to someone and say, oh yeah, I don't want you to do this anymore. With what authority would I have to be telling people what to be? With what authority? I don't have the authority. I shouldn't be going to people to shoot them down, like shooting their ideas down, saying how wrong they live, how they shouldn't do this, they shouldn't do that. What do I know about their lives? What do I know about their struggles? What do I know about how far they've come? Nothing. And people would be looking at you in your face and like being around you, but they still know nothing about you, you know? So I'm just saying, like, don't. It doesn't matter how many times people are being mean to you or telling you, oh, you're not worth it, oh, you shouldn't be like this, oh, please, no. Just live your life on your own terms. I'm not saying be reckless or like hurt yourself or something, but find something that you actually believe in. And if it's not hurting anybody, it's not illegal, please do it. If it makes you happy, please do it, okay? It could be you want to maybe start a business, I don't know. You want to cook. You have interest in cooking. You want to do something. You want to venture in something. Don't let people talk you out of it. Because at the end of the day, when that thing actually succeeds, they're going to be the same people telling you, well, yeah, I always knew you were going to make it. I always knew you were meant for greatness. I was rooting for you from day one. You're doing amazing. Nah, you weren't rooting for me. You're just happy I made it because now you think that you know me now. Well, it's not true. So, be you. People want to associate themselves with success. Once you succeed, you're everybody's favorite. Even your enemies are clapping for you. But while you were going through the struggle, nobody was encouraging you. Nobody was clapping for you. Nobody was saying, I actually believe in you and I know when you put your mind to something, you're going to do it. So yes, it was only you. You put up for you. You clapped for you. You were happy for you. You went to bed and you cried for you. You know? So don't let anybody tell you what to do. Don't let anybody tell you what to do. Okay? If they don't have solutions, you don't need to hear their problems. Well, a lot of people are like, oh, this is wrong. But what is right then? What is right? This is wrong, fine. What is right? What is the correct thing? You can't just be telling people, this is wrong. You shouldn't do this like this. What do you suggest? You are the person who's saying whatever the person is doing is wrong, but you don't even have a solution for yourself, do you? You have no solution. You have nothing to offer this person apart from criticism. Nothing. You criticize them, you insult them, you shout, and then you want actually someone to take you seriously. Like you want people to be like, what? She insulted me, so I felt motivated. For real? Seriously? People really think people act like that? Like there's no way you're constantly going to insult me and think I'm going to take you seriously. You're like throwing a tantrum. I'm never going to take you seriously. I'm never going to listen to what you have to say. You can't approach me with insults and then you're the one calling me primitive. How is it that you're the one approaching me with insults and yet you're the same person calling me primitive? How am I primitive? You're approaching me with insults. You're shouting at me. You've never had a real conversation with me, but you're calling me primitive. So between me and you, who's actually primitive? You know, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. People just want to degrade other people and still somehow in the mix of that expect respect from them. How? That makes sense to me. How? Because for me, that would never happen. Yeah. You don't think I'm good enough? I'm never going to be good enough for you. I'm not even going to try to be good enough for you. But guess what? One thing for sure, I'm always going to do what I want to do. So if you think that's your way to come and like shoot me down, you have a long way to go. A huge way to go. So yeah, like I said, the person who's constantly watching these videos, and I know them, and they know that I know them, and even now they are watching this right now. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm talking to you directly. There's no way you're constantly going to be showing up, insulting me, being mean to me, being rude to me, calling me names, and you still think I'm going to take you seriously. I'm never going to take you seriously. It doesn't matter how many times and anything you say. It doesn't matter. It actually doesn't matter. Like, even now, it doesn't matter. You know? You can show up, you can yell, you can call the police. Nothing is going to change. Nothing. Because you've never treated me as a human being. I'm never going to think of you as anyone rather than somebody who's just throwing a tantrum. Because also I can't like fight or argue. How do I argue with someone who's already yelling? Like, if you've already made your decision, you're going to shout. You're going to insult me. Yeah, you've already made your decision, you're going to insult me, you're going to yell. So please, by all means, if yelling is what helps you sleep better at night, don't let me stop you. Go on. Okay? So yeah, I know I'm going to have a lot of drama after this meal, but yeah, I'm just informing the person watching this that if the drama is what they want, then I can also be dramatic. Actually, it can bring more drama than what they expect. So yeah, every Saturday there's a dance session, a fitness dance session, and I don't care what you think. I don't care about your opinion. It doesn't matter to me, okay? I'm not going to be somebody that you bully. I don't like being bullied. I don't like bullies at all, okay? So like, you're not going to constantly be shooting me down and thinking at one point I should get up and say, you are right, you are right. No, you're not right. And you think I am the one primitive? I'm the primitive one? Doesn't even add up. I'm the primitive one, yeah, right. You know? So people just think it's okay for them to insult you, treat you bad, be mean to you, but when you react, you're the problem. How? 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 Explain that to me. Like, make that make sense to me. You know? How? It doesn't add up. So I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me. Okay? And don't let people tell you what to do either. Don't let people boss you around. I'm not saying be disrespectful. Be respectful enough to not care about what they have to say when you actually know what you're doing. Okay? Be respectful enough to know what you want for yourself and shut down the noise from where they're screaming at. And just don't let their noise bother you. Because a lot of people are raised to see other people as less humans. You could be arguing with someone, but in their head, you're not even human enough for them. So basically, they see you as a lesser person, and they think that this lesser person should listen to me because when I talk, lesser people should listen. No, never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I would never allow it. Okay? Someone wants to constantly, like, there are people in school who used to do that. They would lose their pen or their book or something and like get up there and first of all say, I have lost this and this. And then start insulting whoever they think might have taken it. And then say, if you are the one who has taken it, please give it back to me. Why? Why? You called me all those names, Maybe I found it on the ground. Maybe I kept it for you. But you've already gotten up there. You've insulted my entire existence. And I'm supposed to just present myself and say, oh, hey, I found... No. Nah. It doesn't work like that, guys. It just doesn't. And I wish a lot of people would learn that. I wish a lot of people would learn that. Usually, I'm somebody who doesn't really care much about what people think about me because, I don't know, I'm up there with Jesus maybe. I don't know. But like, I never let people think, people's opinions or anything they say affect me. And I'm not saying that this affects me much. I'm just trying to talk to this person directly because I know they're watching this video. I know they're constantly watching my videos just to criticize me. So I need them to actually know that every Saturday, I'm going to be having a live dance session for fitness. Every Saturday, until my bones can't actually move, I'm going to be having a live dance fitness session. And if they want to, what? Call the police, break my door, call immigration, anything, I will be here. And they know where I live, so it's good actually for them, it's good. So yeah, I just needed that. And like, I hope you guys don't think like I'm ranting because I'm angry. I'm actually getting this off my chest, but I'm only using this channel because this person is constantly watching me, but would give me no respect, would insult me, would call me names, would disrespect me. And it still doesn't, they don't go to bed happier than they woke up. They're still angry. So is it me? Am I responsible for their happiness? No. So why are they constantly on my case? I don't know. Okay, so I'm just saying this because I know they're watching. So you guys just don't feel like I'm attacking you personally. But I'm also like trying to advise you in terms of if you want to do something with your life, don't listen to people. And nobody will ever tell you you're going to succeed. Okay, people will just say, we believed in you. Now that you have succeeded, I knew you were going to make it. No, you didn't believe in me. Because if you did, you would have told me. You didn't. You didn't tell me. You were silent. And your silence was the same as not believing in me. Okay? So like, people will come up with a lot of things because people want to associate themselves with people who are succeeding. They don't know that sometimes you have to create a relationship with someone before you can actually come up to them and say, well, I have been doing this, I've been watching you grow your channel, I've been watching you do your business, and you've really come so far. There's a lot of people who are rooting for you and they actually tell you, and there's a lot of people who are bashing you, but when you succeed, they're like, yo, I know this person, we used to go to school together, we used to do this together. But when I asked you to subscribe to my channel, you saw that as what? Like, I was asking you for money? I'm not saying like you should subscribe to my channel by force, but I'm just saying, since you considered yourself my friend, why was it so hard when I needed something from you that costed no money, that you found it so hard to do? You know? And now that maybe in the future when I finally made it or I finally done something, now you want to associate yourself with my growth, my success, something that I've attained. Why? Why can't people just be like kind and nice and good humans? You know, people are constantly praising religion this, religion that, but they would never be good enough to be human enough, to have empathy for other people, to be kind enough, but they're constantly praising, oh yeah, you should be this religion, you should be that religion. No. The purpose of being on earth and being human is to be empathetic, and to be human is to be empathetic. There's already a lot of people who don't see other people as humans. You're less. You're not enough. You're not worthy. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't come here. You shouldn't go there. Where did you come from? What's the point of that? Did you choose where you are to be born? Did you choose it? Did anybody choose where they wanted to be born? No. But here we are. Nobody chose where they wanted to be. Nobody chose who was to give back to them. But humans are constantly going to get this wrong over and over and over and over. And they keep saying, the world is a horrible place. I don't want to give back because the world is a horrible place. Yes, because you are the problem. You are the problem. You are the person making the world a horrible place because you refuse to be kind. You refuse to be human. You refuse to love your neighbor. You refuse to stop judging people for no reason. Why? Why would the world ever change? You refuse to change. You know, people have constantly refused to change. And they would rather blame anybody else. Anybody. They would rather say, oh, it's this race. Oh, it's that race. No. It's this race. They are the problem. They are the people bringing the violence. They are the people doing this. Have you ever stopped and asked yourself, what did that race ever do to you as a person? As a person, directly. What did they ever do to you? You know? And before you say the world is a horrible place, I don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to bring my children here. Why are you subjecting other people's kids to the horrors that you're causing? Why? Someone is constantly telling you, you're not worthy, you shouldn't be here, I am going to do this if you stay, I am going to do that if you stay. And then these are the same people saying, I would rather there were people not giving back. I would rather because the world is a horrible place. Yes, because you make the world horrible. You make people hate each other for what? For no reason at all, other than your selfish gain. Yeah, so guys, I'm done ranting. But today we are making some pasta. Some pasta with some pork and a garnish of screaming and piping. Okay? So yeah, I just needed to get this off my chest. Because like I said, the person that is constantly on my case is constantly watching my videos. And I just want to talk to them directly because I know they're watching. Okay? So I'm not angry, I'm not mad, I'm not sad, I'm not in any way off the mood of the chat. No. I just needed this person to actually get a piece of my mind. Yeah. Well, there they have it. So today we are making some pork, some pasta, and basically that's going to be it. I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe to the channel. I hope you like everything we are trying to do here. Yes. Today I had Speed say something that was very interesting. Is it Kai or Speed? I think Speed. I don't know if that's his name. But he said something that was really, really very interesting. He said when he was starting his YouTube channel, he was constantly posting live streams and like nobody would watch. He would get like these 5 people, these 2 people, these 3 people. And for those 3 people, he kept posting, he kept working. He was consistent. And I look at that and I really saw how I started my YouTube channel. Because when I started, I was literally begging a lot of people that I know to actually subscribe. And sometimes just to be polite, I would not want to like tell them every day, I need to subscribe, have you subscribed to my channel. I didn't want to get into their faces. And like hearing this guy who's actually a successful YouTuber and a streamer say like, for those 5 people, he kept going. I just felt like maybe there's hope for everybody. Maybe you don't have to be famous. Maybe nobody actually knows you before you actually decide to make a way for yourself. Before you actually decide to carve this path for yourself. Nobody actually knows you, and that is an important part. Nobody knows you at all. Until you decide to carve your way on earth and say, this is who I want to be, nobody knows you. So to anybody who's like trying to shoot you down, who's like trying to kill your vibe, who's constantly insulting you, yeah, like other people who feel like they woke up every day just to insult people in the comment section, those people, yeah, so those are the people I'm talking to. Don't listen to them. Their parents even tried and they gave up on them, so who are you? What are you going to change? You can't change them. They can't even change themselves. You know, there's something I always say, like as a grown-up, if you're racist as a grown-up, no, if you're racist as a child, I can't blame you. You're probably not being taught correctly with your parents, and I can't blame you at all. You're a child. But being racist past 18, that's on you. You're the problem. You're literally the problem. Yeah. Like nobody should even try to actually convince you otherwise. You are the problem. You know? And like I have experienced a lot of this grown-up racism, and I'm constantly like, I'm not gonna blame their parents. Their parents did their job. They raised them as kids. They let them grow, and then these people carved their path on us, and they decided, oh wait, it's actually okay to keep up with whatever I learned as a kid, or maybe their parents never taught them that. But maybe they learned from influence with friends. Don't talk to these people, don't talk to that people, they're like this, they're like that. And then they became an adult. And you still want us to blame your parents. Shame on you. You're the problem. And I'm not even going to blame on your upbringing. You are the problem. You're 18, you can think for yourself, you can learn, you can Google, you can study. It's you. It's now you. You're the parent. You're the grown-up. You're the adult. You make the decision. So don't tell me that because I'm racist, I'm only racist, or I'm only mean to people because of how I was up for. No! You can choose to change that, but you're a grown-up who keeps putting the problem as a main character. Like you keep acting rude and violent to people as your main character. Like, what? It doesn't add up, guys. It doesn't add up at all. So yeah, like I said today, my pork has roasted on both sides. On one side, so I'm just going to flip them up. So we get that golden brown part on both sides. Yeah, and then we're going to put them in the oven just to bake because I need them to cook on the inside part. And during that time when they're in the oven is when I'm going to make my pasta. Okay? Yeah. Yeah, so keep believing in yourself. Keep doing what makes you happy. I swear to God, you will not regret it. You will never regret something that makes you happy. You will never regret actually doing something. You know, you can be failing at something, but you're failing on your own terms. You're literally failing on your own terms. And if you succeed, then you're succeeding on your own terms. You're not succeeding because somebody says you're going to succeed. You're the one putting the effort. You're the one waking up every day, going to the gym, going to work, saving that money, building a life, getting friends, getting in that relationship. You're the one who wants to see your seeds grow. It's not what anybody says. It's you. You put in the work has results. You don't put in the work, there's no result. It's that simple. Okay? So, all these people who are constantly trying to tell you, nothing is going to come out of this. You're wasting your time. Look at how few people are watching your videos. Can't you see it's time to give up? I actually had this person tell me that yesterday. They were like, you see, nobody wants to watch her videos. Everybody is tired of her. I'm like, these are strangers on the internet. They don't even know me. Okay? First of all, they don't know me. I don't know where they're from. They're just people who find this interesting. And there she was, shooting at every problem again, saying, oh, it's my fault. Oh, people don't want to do this. Oh, people don't want to do that. This same person will come and tell me, I was trying to motivate you with my negativity. How? How? How do you motivate people with your negativity? How? So somebody asked me what I'm cooking. I'm sorry, OJ, I think that's your name. So I'm making some pork and some pasta. It's gonna be amazing. Stick around for the final finish because today is not gonna be taking too long on the pan. So yeah. We're making some amazing meals here while we are also ranting because like at some point we need to tell people what we actually think. Oh yeah, and for the record, this person really loves it when somebody's actually mean to me out here. Like when someone posts a rude comment or a racist comment, they're like, you see what they're saying? It's not just me, it's also people saying it. Yeah, right. I hope they're actually watching today and they didn't miss out. Okay guys, so I'm always doing live stream for cooking every single day, every single evening of the week, and during the day I do live fitness sessions. Okay, and during those live fitness sessions, I go to the gym for live fitness sessions. Yes, and it's a public gym for everybody that keeps shouting, stop recording in a public gym. When it's a public gym, okay, it's public for the public. Okay, so yeah, I do that, and then every evening I do live stream for cooking. And my rest day from the gym is usually Saturday, and this is the most controversial day because during that Saturday I do live dance fitness at home and I rub a lot of people in the wrong way. So I hope you get to tune in next Saturday because yesterday was Saturday and I already did that, but I hope you get to tune in next Saturday and actually hype me up, okay? Hype me up. So next Saturday, we're doing another live dance fitness session, and I want you guys to just come, watch. If you want to dance from home, you can dance. You can tune in the music, you can get busy. The important thing is you're sweating, you're active, you're doing your best. That's all. That's all you need to do, your best. And even if your best is not best for everyone, it's best for you. As long as you're putting in the work, nobody should judge you. Yeah, but yet a lot of people find it their job to judge others. Okay? So I'm just going to clean up a few things here at the sink because I was soaking them up. And my fork is also like ready to go. Yeah, so I'm going to do this. Finish up with it. And then dump the pork in there. Like I say, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Yes. I'm not always ranting. Most of the time I'm just cooking and like telling you what I'm cooking, but I just feel like today was a good day to actually address the person. Yeah, and I hope they listened, because if they're not listening, what are they doing? Yeah, also they say they don't even listen to what I say, and yet they're watching. That's the level they're at with me. They don't listen to what I'm saying, but they're hating. They say they will never be caught dead watching or listening to what I have to say. But every day they watch. They watch with hate in their hearts. They watch when they don't feel like watching, they still watch. When they say I should delete the video, they still watch. When they say it's inappropriate, they still watch. So, Humans are a hard lot to understand. Because I don't understand why somebody would hate you and still you're paying attention to everything you're doing. You hate me, but you still pay attention to everything I do. Why? Why? Why can't you just be a normal person and like just leave me alone? Have you tried that? No, they don't want to do that. They want to hate and watch so that they can come and say, yeah, this is what you are doing today, as if you don't know what you are doing. Like as if they need to remind you because you forgot. Yeah, you were dancing today. I know, because I was the one dancing, so I know. You're not reminding me, I know. Yeah, so these are our peeps. Why did I take my salt? Ah, okay, so I'm just gonna plate my pork in here. Then we can start with the pasta. Well, I have pan fried it on both sides, but I'm not sure if the middle part is well done. So I just need to bake it under some heat for some time. Yeah. Then I'll be asked, what temperature did you cook them in? Are they even cooked? Are you sure? All right. You've chosen to live your life, be unapologetic about it. Do you. At some point, people will just get tired of trying to control you or do whatever or fight you or whatever. But by that time, you would have already made your point that you're living your life on your own terms. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Living your life on your own terms. And people just also need to live their lives on their own terms because you've never told anybody how to live their life. So what right do they think they have to actually tell you to live your life the way they want you to live your life? So embarrassing. I really hope they're listening. They're probably hoping like I would mention them. I'm not that petty. I mean, I know there's a lawsuit that comes with that. Yeah, I leave that to the public to think. Yeah, but when I tell you this person is constantly on my case, they are. Constantly on my case. My damn case. Constantly. It's even annoying. Like, don't you have anything else to do? You know, like, yo, it's exhausting. Even just thinking about it pisses me off. Like, what? You mean you're gonna pay attention to someone else's life 24/7? Why? Why? I get that you don't have anything else to do but pay attention and tell them what to do. Why? No. You need to do better. People need to do better. Humans need to do better. If they're even human to begin with. I honestly associate lack of empathy in people with being human. I don't really think people who lack empathy are human. They're not. Because to be human is to be empathetic. And if you're not, well, I don't think that makes you anything. Honestly, I don't even know where to categorize you. Alright, now we're going to move on to our pasta, which won't take so long. Okay, so somebody said rice. No, it's pasta. Pasta with pork. Pork and pasta. Porking pasta. Pasta pork. everybody saying hi to me, hi. I'm sorry I can't respond. I'm kind of held up, okay? My apologies, Your Honor. But yes, I see you. I see all of you who say hi to me. Thank you for joining us on this live again. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, okay? Thank you. To everybody else who's already subscribed, you're doing a good job, Kylie. You're doing a good job. I need to wrap this up and keep it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna wrap this remaining coke and keep it back in the fridge. I don't want it dripping out here. So there's something I've always said about pasta. With the rice, I know the amount of water that I need to cook it. But with pasta, well, my ancestors just helped me. I don't know what to tell people about pasta. I measure the water with my eyes and I just say, okay, that's enough. Sure. So that's me with rice and with pasta. Two different meals, different stories too. So for anybody who's wondering why I want to start with the frying, yes, I actually planning on frying my pasta today. Sometimes I do it, sometimes I make it plainly, but today is one of those days that I want to fry it. Okay. So I'm also going to make just like fried paste for the pork. So that's why I'm grating my onions, because I need them to be as tiny as possible. Yes. So for anybody who's new here, I do this live stream cooking videos every single day, every evening. So for somebody who is interested in cooking and like you ran out of dinner ideas, because even I sometimes run out of dinner ideas, just tune in. You might be interested in something that we cook sometimes, and you might want to try them at home, and would really appreciate if anybody would just leave us a comment or tell us if they've tried it or anytime they have actually tried it. Yeah, so we have plenty of videos where we have cooked several meals. You can just click on one, watch it, maybe try it out tomorrow or the day before that or after, and just tell us under that same video, like, if you tried it, how was it? How was your experience? Did you find it as a good combo? Did you hate it? Did you think it was nice? You know, such kind of things. So yeah, like I said, anybody who's new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I do these live sessions for cooking. I also do live stream for fitness, and I also do live stream for dance sessions on Saturdays. So that I do at home. Same as the cooking. I do the dance session at home, I do the live cooking at home. So yeah, if that is something that would interest you, please don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment, tell us what you think about the channel. You know, stuff like that. Yeah, and maybe you can tell us where you're watching from, or something like that. We'd really love to know where people are watching us from. At Promise says, hello, officially Mrs. B, hi. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. We are almost having our meal, and if I say we are almost, that's like in African timing, it's like what? Let me see the time. The next 20, 30 minutes? Oh yeah, yeah. So almost 20, 30 minutes. Imagine when I say it's ready. How many minutes is that? It's not 5 minutes, guys. It's 15 or 10. You guys should know about this African timing thing, you know? Promise, I see you leaving out the question marks. What's up? Promistos. Okay, so guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to be a content creator, and I'm really trying to have this pay me as a job. Yeah, I'm really trying my best, that is. Yeah, so the jury should not disregard all my rantings in the beginning of this video. In fact, you should pay attention to that ranting. It's important. Sometimes in life you have to actually tell people what you think, because otherwise they take your kindness for weakness and they just think you're some dummy, okay? At some point you have to tell people what you think and how you think and how you feel about their behavior, okay? And of course they will not like it, because they think for every action there shouldn't be a reaction, because yeah, they are like that. So just don't listen to that. So I'm just gonna fry these in the same oil that I had my pork frying, because it's actually the paste that I'm going to use for the pork. Yeah, so yeah, so in a few minutes I'm going to start cleaning up my kitchen, because I usually don't like doing it after I've eaten. It's exhausting. So while my meal will be cooking, I will be doing the cleaning, because that's how it should be. So my onions, tomato, and green bell peppers version of IKEA for the pasta is almost done. Like I see like it's almost ready. Yeah, the tomatoes are almost cooked. And once they're done with that is when I add the water for the pasta. And then I wait a few minutes for it to just warm up. And yeah. So for the tomatoes and onions on that side, I'm just making them for just like a small sauce to use with the pork. Yeah, so it's not so much of a big deal. It's just something to soften it up. Okay, we'll add salt. So the paste here for the pasta is ready. I'm just going to put in a few cups of warm water so it doesn't take longer. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Yeah. And I hope to see you here every single time I start a live stream. Thomas Monday is saying hi. Hi Thomas. This Jendel is saying hi too. And that's the second cup for the pasta. It's the second cup. Yeah. And Benjamin Sumo, shout out to you. He says hi. Steve Hope said she's fit. Yeah, I'm fit because like I work out every single day. I have daily live stream for workout. So yeah, there's no shortcut basically. I work out. So I'm not gonna tell you like I'm on some pill or some diet. I just watch what I eat basically. And so far I can't complain, okay? I just can't complain. And I hope like you guys can try the fitness live streams. You can be tuning in and working out from home while following the diet of what I'm doing. But if that is not something that works for you, then also it's okay. Like today, I was in the gym and somebody commented on my live stream like, he was like, bro at the back is spending more time on his phone than working out. That happens because people go to the gym and they don't have an idea of what do I do next? What do I, after this, what else am I going to do, you know? So they find themselves just back on their phones, staring on the phone, and they're like, I should just go home, you know, I'm wasting time or something like that. But that shouldn't be the case. You shouldn't just go home because you don't have anything. Material is out there. I am doing live stream for fitness. Why don't you just hop in the live? And if you don't like what I'm doing, then you might not like the first thing that I'm doing. Maybe you might like the second thing. So don't think about it too much. Yeah. So just hop in, do your thing. Yeah, so I'm waiting for these 2 waters to actually boil, come to a boil. I doubt if this water is enough. I feel like I should add this one first. And then that's it. So I'm just gonna wait for it to warm up. When it actually does that, I'm going to add in the pasta. I've also made tomato and onions paste on the other far end, and that is the part that I'm gonna use for like garnishing the pork chops on top of my pasta. I hope you can see the picture. I can already see the picture, so just stick around for the final presentation. It won't take long because pasta doesn't usually take more than 20 minutes. Okay. In the meantime, I'm just gonna clean up everything that I've used, and you should do the same because messy kitchens suck and they give me depression and anxiety. And just seeing things in a mess always gives me anxiety. So that's literally why I'm always constantly like cleaning things up. Yeah, so stick around. Let's do this together. I'm going to show you the final presentation of my meal. Yeah, my water is already warmed up for the pasta. I'm going to add the pasta real quick. I usually just like divide it into half. I don't use all of it because it becomes a lot. Okay, so I'm just going to take it in half portion. Or a 3/4 or something, I don't know. Let's just do 3/4. Okay. So then I break them into half. If you're wondering, that's it, into half. And then I drop them like one by one while going across. So I don't just dump them like pop in one place. I go across, and then it's like I'm drawing across. Yeah. So I draw a line like this, and then I draw. It's like vertical and then horizontal. And then you start to turn it until everybody is comfortable being independent. Okay? Strong and independent pasta. Yeah. So basically I just turn it around slightly. I'm not scratching the bottom of the pan. I'm not fighting with it. I'm just turning them slightly so that they pick up the pace. The minute they start softening up, I let them be. Okay? Because if you just dump them there and leave, especially on a pan, like on a pot like this, they're going to clump up together. I don't know if anybody has experienced that, but I have done that a lot. I've experienced that a lot in the past. Yeah, and I've learned from it. So sometimes you come back to check up on the pasta and you're like, why are they together? Why are they stuck together? Because like you didn't stir until they were soft enough to like be independent and stick on their own. So you're just basically wiping through them as they leave each other and they soften up. Yeah, so that the minute they soften up, it means now they can't clump together, and that's a good sign that you need to now let them cook. Let them cook. Okay? So pasta is another delicate thing to cook. It's a lot. Like in the restaurants where I've worked, I've always just seen chefs like dip them in hot boiling water, because obviously they were not going to make every special pasta for everyone in their own separate pan. That was not going to happen. So they just take the pasta, they put it in hot water that is constantly boiling the whole time. They dip it, they take it out, depending on al dente or well done. They just take it out, they fry it very fast, and then they plate it. So since you're making it at home and you need it to be smooth and perfect, you have to actually pay attention to it, okay? All right. Okay, so our pasta is ready to be independent. We're just gonna cover it up so we utilize all the moisture, all the water, everything, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to wash every single thing that is available for wash up. And also I'm going to keep my pasta, the remaining one. Yes. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Killian Entertainment, what's up? Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, so welcome to the family, welcome to the club. Yeah, also please try not to hate from the outside. You have to join the club first. You know, like sometimes people hate from the outside and they couldn't even get in. Yeah. So thank you for hopping in. Oopsie. Okay, so I think that's good enough. Oops. It's sliding. Why? I don't want to use too much and it's just giving me trouble. All right, let's do this. Let's actually clean up this kitchen on a serious note. Yes, the thing about pasta, you have to constantly pay attention to it. It's like rice. It might just decide, well, I'm done with you, I'm tired, I want a ban. And you are there like, what did I do? What did I do? Yeah, so. They're alright. They're alright. Okay, so let's get this kitchen cleaned up for real this time. For real, for real, for real. Alright, so Guanji said hello. What's up, Guanji? I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Please forgive me, but my apologies. I try my best to read the names, but sometimes I might not pronounce them correctly, and I'm sorry for that. And don't be offended. Yeah, like don't be offended if I pronounce your name wrong or yeah. So shout out to everybody that is actually keeping me engaged, keeping me moving. Okay? I really, really appreciate that people always tune into this. Yeah, like when I started, there was like a few people who were watching, but with time, I've realized that there's also a lot of people who are actually genuinely interested in live stream cooking, and I don't know, maybe it's just the authenticity of a small YouTuber, or I don't know, I honestly don't know, but you've all have been watching and I really appreciate it. I know, I'm not like some celebrity, some big guy, like everywhere I go, people know me, no. People actually don't know who I am at all. Nobody even gives an F. Like everywhere I go, people don't know who I am. So this is just me forging my path, making my way through life, leaving my mark. Yeah, some days we pass on this and we move on to other things. And people do remember us for what we did and what we were, you know? And yeah, so I feel like if you're out there and you're somebody who wants to start a YouTube channel, I think you should do it, honestly. Just do it. Like, what is it gonna cost you? Like, how long did it take you to open an Instagram account and like, you know, just do it. YouTube is a nice platform to actually be yourself, create your own way of life, you know. At the end of the day, your family will always celebrate you. I don't know about everybody's family, but I love my family and they love me too. I know they love me, and I know at some point they will remember me if ever I'm gone, but still they will also remember me once they come to the channel and they watch my videos again, and they'll be like, it's like you're still here, you know. So don't let anybody talk you out of trying to make a mark, okay? Just don't let anybody talk you out of it. If you've ever thought of starting a YouTube channel, do it. If you're somewhere where you have internet, do it. Don't think about how many people, like I wanted to start a YouTube channel a very long time ago, but then I was like, I don't have internet, and that was a big issue for me. At first it was I don't have internet, and then I got to a point where I could actually afford internet, and then I was like, there's so many people doing YouTube, it's gonna be too cliche, like people are gonna be bored, blah 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 blah, you know? Yeah. And then at some point I just said, okay fine, I'm gonna do it. And then like I just told my family, they were the first people to subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I remember my sister told me like there's a lot of people who are going to be rude and mean and insult you, but like don't pay attention to them, don't listen to them, because at the end of the day, people want somewhere to go and rant, and they're gonna rant. They're gonna take their anger on you, and it has nothing to do with you actually, unless it was personal, the way I was talking to the person watching my videos, that's a different story. But then again, people are always going to rant. It doesn't matter. You can be the nicest person on the planet, and guess what? People are still gonna hate you. For what? No reason at all. They're just gonna be like, I don't like her. It's the personality. It's the hair. No, it's the fact that she's short. No, she's fat. No, she doesn't look good for me. At the end of the day, you find themselves describing things that have nothing to do with why they hate you, and more of their insecurities, their own personal lives. So, like I said, if you're somebody who wants to start your YouTube channel, I'm not going to say like there's tricks and tricks and whatever. You will learn. You will learn all of that. And I'm not like saying this because I'm some successful YouTuber. No guys, I've never even been paid with YouTube. Not a single dime. At least not yet. So, yeah, so that's how it is. So like, if you want to start your YouTube channel, please start your YouTube channel. If you want to do anything in your life, do it. You want to start a ranch? You want to start farming? You want to do construction? You want to start your own company? You have the means to start it? Do it. Because at the end of the day, nobody's going to wake you up and say, yo, it's the correct time now. You're here, do it. Actually, I've come to realize that the things we desire to do, the only reason we desire to do them is because they are already in our story. They're just pages waiting to be turned. Okay? They are pages waiting for us to just stand and like fall through, find out what the chapter holds. But you never get to find this out if you never get to start. You never get to try. You know? I've seen a lot of these comments, and I know they sound cliche to a lot of people, but there's always these people who are commenting under every video. They're like, I'm 78 years old, or I'm 56 years old, and I've never really thought about this, but I think I should have. And like, I am happy for the young people who are actually doing this. Yes, that could be you someday. That could be you saying, a lot of people told me to do this, I wanted to do this, I didn't give it a chance, I didn't try it, and now I see a lot of people doing it and they're successful in it. Don't be that guy. Don't be the what if guy. Don't be the guy who says, what if I tried it? What is the harm? You know, like, you're not hurting anybody. You're not hurting anyone. So whichever thing you put your mind to, remember, nothing comes to you out of the ordinary. It's already in your story. It's just waiting to happen. That's why you're actually thinking about it. If you ever thought of yourself as somebody who wants to be successful and own a business and be happy and be all these things, it's because it's part of your story. It's actually part of your story. That's why. You know? That's why it comes to you. That's why you think about it. That's why you constantly worry about what if. What if I don't make it? Yes. You were created to do something more, something big, something better. And it doesn't have to be like you're gonna overtake Elon Musk or I don't know, the Amazon boss. No. It could be being successful in life, being successful in being happy, being the first person who is like, find a genuine partner, find somebody who genuinely loves you. And all these things are just success. Only that people choose to see money. People choose to see money as success. People choose to define money as success. There's a lot of people with money and they just wish they were poor again. Not for bad reasons, but the peace they had, the happiness they had, the times they used to laugh freely. Now when they laugh, they're like paparazzi already taking your picture saying, oh, he's not so happy today. What happened? Why is our so-and-so frowning? You're like, I can't have a bad day. Is that it? You know? And I'm not saying like petty things like those, but in reality, your life should make you happy. You should love your life. And you should do anything that you feel like you desire, that you feel like this would really, really make me happy. Please do those things. Please, please. I'm one of these people who actually believe in the universe and manifestations and like dreams and like things you put out to do that eventually come to happen. Honestly, nothing is a coincidence in life. You didn't just wake up and start desiring to be an author, to be an artist, to be a banker, to be all these things. You didn't just wake up and think about it. Do you really think you just woke up and it came to you? No, it's in your story, and you need to activate that part. You need to actually wake up every day and say, I'm going to work towards this feeling that I have. I'm going to work towards this desire that I keep getting, you know. I've always told myself I wanted to be happy, and I didn't just want to be happy like pretending to be happy. I wanted to be genuinely happy. Like in a way that if somebody asked me, are you happy? Then I would be able to say, genuinely, I am happy. I am very happy, okay? And I feel like that at some point felt like it was very far from me, and like, I'm not even saying relationship-wise, but in terms of life, you know, I just felt like there were so many obstacles, but deep down there was still that desire that I really genuinely want to be happy. On this earth, before we all leave, I want to be happy. I want to actually feel the happiness that comes with anything that life has to offer, you know? Not happy because somebody else is miserable, not happy because someone else did not succeed and they failed. No, those are not the things that give me happiness. I feel bad when people don't succeed, especially if they're genuine people, okay? But like, evil people want to succeed. Evil people want to pray and say, oh God, you have denied me this, you have denied me that. But you're praying for your neighbor to fail. And you want God to actually fulfill that? Are you serious? People need to be serious, honestly. Okay guys, so our pasta is ready. I don't want it to dry up, because when it dries up, it gives me so much hard work to actually stir it up. Like I said, pasta doesn't take long, and you sew that for yourself. And then, like I also said, I don't know the measurement for the water until the assistant says that's enough, and then I stop. Yeah, so you sew for yourself. Right, so now we get to turn off everything and we get to serve our meal. Guys, please wait for this presentation. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere and miss the presentation, please. The final presentation, guys. I wish there was a bell where I could ring and say, final presentation, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Yeah, so I'm just gonna serve, and I hope you get to enjoy this. I hope this is something you can actually wish to try at home or cook for your family, something they might enjoy. I don't know. Okay. So the thing about me is I don't only care about food, I care about how it's presented, I care about how it looks, everything, the whole package, I care about all that. And I think you should too, because once you care about how your food looks like, you're going to have the desire to actually eat healthy and nice meals, well presented, well plated, you know, something like that. So, ooh. I really hope it comes out to the picture the way I thought about it. It's every chef's desire to have the meal come out like they thought about it in their head. And I'd obviously like add some light cheese on that if I had some, but I don't. So just gonna slice this baby over here. They're soft. Oh, that's a lot. It's still warm. Still really warm. So it's a nice thing to do. So basically what I'm doing is I'm cutting them into strips. Okay. Remember, they're still soft on the inside because I pan fried them and I didn't let them dry on the pan. I just let them sit in the oven just so the heat can get to the middle part. So the middle part is completely soft, but the outer part is brown, fried brown. Ooh, giving me the yummy, 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 yummy. Let's build this up to a bonfire. Bonfire of bon appetit. Oopsie, minute, oopsie. I swear there are days I don't feel like cooking, and I realize that being married is like having kids. You can't say you don't feel like cooking. It doesn't exist. Okay, so this is what we have. Okay. So basically this is how our meal looks like. I know it looks yummy. Oh my god. So my pork is pan fried, salted and peppered up, like the black pepper, that's what I used. My pasta, fried tomatoes, fried onions, fried bell peppers, green bell peppers actually. If you have red ones, it's fine. But then after my pork was pan fried on both sides, I took it to the oven to bake because I just wanted the brown crust on both sides, and then the inside part needed to also cook. That's why I put it in the oven to bake for like, I actually just turned on the heat and then turned it off. Like I heated the oven basically. So it was like sitting there in that heat and cooking slowly on the inside part. And for my pasta, well, it's just tomatoes, onions, bell peppers. Dip your pasta in there, cook it to softness that you'd like. Yeah, so you can make it the al dente way or the well done way, but this is it. I know it looks amazing. Thank you guys so much for always watching what I'm cooking. Thank you for always joining this channel every time I go on live. I appreciate you so much. And so this is our dinner. Like I said, I'm always doing live streams every single day for the cooking. Every single day I'm also doing live streams at the gym for my exercise routine and my fitness journey. I'm also doing like dance fitness on Saturdays at home, so I don't go to the gym on Saturdays. That's when I rest. Okay, so the in-between might be anything, but this is us. Have a good night, guys. Would you try this meal? Have you tried any of our meals? If it's something that you like, please give us a thumbs up, give us a subscription. We appreciate you so much. And have a good night. Bye.